Hey everybody, welcome to the channel, Josh's Barefoot Shoes Reviews. I'm Josh, here with another review, strangely enough. And today we're doing a company we've done many times here on the channel. It's Splay Athletics. Splay Athletics, today we're doing the Rev HT canvas. Rev, short for Revolution, HT, short for high top, because there is an LT, low top version. And canvas, because this is the all canvas upper version. They have all canvas version, and the standard version has some suede accents that these don't have. These are all canvas, vegan materials, vegan friendly on the canvas version, all right? So Splay, been around a few years. They got this thing down. What I love most about Splay and their owner John is that they take customer feedback seriously and they continually make improvements to their models of shoes. They got a cool West Coast vibe. As you can see, I grew up in California, so this meshes with my aesthetic perfectly. You know, Vans, Converse All-Stars, you know, Keds, all that kind of canvas, skate, surf, California lifestyle, West Coast vibe. They have it intact here at Splay. The owner's actually in Salt Lake City, but you know, that's kind of West Coast, right? Relatively speaking. And so they got some cool shoes at Splay. Whatever you get there, you know, use my info down below, whether it's this shoe or something else. They have kids shoes, women's shoes, men's shoes, a variety of things. Anything you get, use my info down below. You'll save 10%, all right? But this shoe, the Rev HT, designed to be a skate shoe specifically, but like those other skate shoes out there in the world, Converse, you know, All-Stars that people use for skating, Vans and those kind of things, they're designed to be skate shoes, but everybody loves them, right? Because it's a cool look. So if you've been wanting this kind of look, but you need the barefoot shoe values, this is your answer, all right? So what are the barefoot shoe values that we talk about here on the channel that are held up by Splay because they're a barefoot shoe company? All four of them intact. First value, 0 drop from heel to toe. It's a perfectly flat surface that you're standing on. There's no heels or slants or toe springs in the front or anything like that. It's just a flat surface for your feet to stand on, just like it should be. Secondly, second barefoot shoe value, there's no arch support on the inside. You don't need it, all right? Re-strengthen and then keep your arches strong by not using arch support so that they can stay strong, do their job, and then you won't need arch support, all right? That's the idea. Third barefoot shoe value, they're shoes shaped like a human foot. Now, this is a major difference in terms of the look from those other shoes we talked about, the Converse and the Vans and all that. They're going to have like a little kind of pointy look. Not pointy like an elf shoe, but you know, relative to this, they're pointy. They're not shaped like your feet, let's put it that way. Unlike the Splay model, which is shaped like a human foot. It's wide in the toe box, gives room for your toes to splay, to do their thing for strength and stability and balance and all the things that your feet are supposed to be doing for you, but is limited by conventional shoes, all right? So you don't have those limitations here. You have shoes anatomically shaped like a human foot. Awesome. The fourth barefoot shoe value we talk about here that they uphold here is thin, flexible soles with good ground feel. Now, I will say, in this particular model, that is the one challenge that Splay faces, because when you're skating, and this is designed to be a skating shoe after all, you have to strike a balance, okay? You want some ground feel and some grip and all that kind of stuff and kind of know where your feet are and what they're doing, but you also have to have some protection. Speaking as a lifelong skater, you want some protection and a little bit of structure to the sole, because you know, sometimes you're doing stuff where the edge of the board is on your feet, you're stepping on coping, on curbs, on walls, and you're running out of tricks to not fall, and you need some protection for your feet because you're going to be on concrete and blacktop and just doing crazy stuff. So you want a little protection. So that's the challenge when making a barefoot skate shoe. You want some ground feel, but you also want some protection and structure. They strike a good balance of it here. So it's not the thinnest, most flexible sole in the world, even compared to some other Splay shoes, but it's thinner and more flexible than a Vans or a Converse All-Star. You can't do this, you know, the wave test, or like a taco shell test, hot dog bun test, whatever you want to call it, twisty test and all this stuff, wave test. You can't do this kind of stuff, you know, curl it up, roll it up. It's not the tightest roll in the barefoot shoe world, but compared to any of those other models we mentioned that it's being made to look sort of like that style, they're not going to come close, all right? So it's a balance, all right? You can definitely do what you need to do as a skater, but you still have some touch with your board and with the earth around you and stuff. And for a regular person that's not skating, but you still want that style, but barefoot shoe value is intact, boom, you're all set. Okay, right here. Okay, so some other things about this. I may have mentioned this already in the video, I'm not sure. This all canvas version is vegan friendly. All right, no animal products here. 100% cotton canvas uppers, rubber soles, I mean like a mesh lining. That's it. Vegan friendly materials, okay? Very breathable because it's like cotton canvas, you know. So what are the soles? How thick are they, since we were just talking about the soles a second ago? I pulled this 4mm insole out. It's removable. You don't need it. If you want it, you can leave it in there and have a little more padding for skating or for not skating. Either way you like it. That's a 4mm removable insole. Take that out and you're down to 6.5 millimeters on just the outsole. Okay, so 6.5 millimeters without the insole, or you know, if you leave this insole, then you're up to 10.5. Okay, so like I said, a nice medium, but with some structure, but also some fair amount of ground feel for a skate shoe. All right, volume wise, medium to high volume on the soles, and I don't even have them loosened up all the way. You could loosen these up more, maybe even go full high volume. They accommodate a pretty thick foot top to bottom, which is good. I don't have any tightness across this section here like I do on some, you know, some conventional shoes, of course, back in the day, but also in some barefoot shoes I'm tight across here. Not with these. Medium to high volume. The fit and sizing is true to size. They do say if you're a man and you're between sizes, go ahead and go to size down. They say if you're a woman and you're between the sizes, size up. I say get your normal size. I all of my Splay shoes, which I'm up to like 5, 6, 7, I don't even know how many models now. I've just got my standard size. This is a size 11 men's, and I've always been happy. And with skating, you know, you can't have them too big, and you can't have them too small and uncomfortable. You got to be comfortable. So I ordered my regular size. It fits me perfect. People get really hung up on details of size, but for me, fits great. Volume's good. Width on a size 11, I measured across the widest part of the forefoot on the insole, and I got 10.9 centimeters. So it's toward the wider end of the scale in the barefoot shoe world, which is great. Healthy Feet Alliance approved. Designed for skateboarding, but perfect for casual wear, as we've kind of talked about. What's the price on these? That's what you want to know, right? $78 for the all canvas version. The version with the suede is like $10 more than that. The low top version is only $68. But anything you get with Splay, use my info down below, you save 10%. So instead of $78 for this high top canvas version, you know, you're going to save almost $8. That brings you down to like a cool 70 for this, and out the door. Boom. What a deal. You're welcome. All right. If these videos are helpful to you at all, please use my links. You can still take advantage of the company's sales and anything other percentages that they have off or anything. But, you know, I still get credit for referring you to them. So I appreciate it. It helps me out. So 78 for the high top, 68 for the low top, but save 10% with my info. 30-day no risk guarantee, and return shipping is on them for U.S. customers. Free return shipping. The care, hand wash, hand dry, or air dry. Some people machine wash them. It can shorten the length. Definitely don't use the dryer. It heats up the glue and just kind of damages the shoes unnecessarily. So don't do that. Hand wash, hand dry, air dry if you can. All right. So that's that. What else is there? I'm going to try them on my feet because, you know, you're probably sick of seeing me just do this number in front of the camera. You want to see them on my feet. I'm going to test them out on my skateboard a little for you. You know, I think I may or may not have mentioned this. Today, as I'm recording this video for a skate shoe, is the 10-month anniversary since I shattered the crap out of my ankle skating, making another video, all right? I was at a skate park, took a tiny fall, nothing of a fall, but I hit it just right. Triple break across my 2 lower leg bones, shattered my ankle. I'm still recovering. I'm still in physical therapy for it 10 months later. Still got pain just on a day-to-day basis going up down the stairs, so I can't give these a full skateboard test, go to the skate park and do any gnarly tricks or anything. I can't even, not even going to make an attempt, guys. And honestly, I'm a little traumatized still from my fall anyways. So even if I didn't have the pain, I probably wouldn't do it anyways. It's a little sketch for me right now, right? But that said, I will jump on my skateboard, give you a little couple turns, and you can just see, hey, they got good grip. You know, he gave it his best, right? So I'll do that. Check that out, and I'll be back in a minute, all right? right, we're back. So what did you think? I mean, you saw me do my little do-si-do, my little catwalk modeling show. I even put them on and got on my skateboard for you at risk of my own life and safety. Okay, on the 10-month anniversary of my shattered ankle from skateboarding, I tried them out on my driveway a little bit just to get a little feel for the grip. Great grip on these. Nice little bit of structure that protects you, the right amount of protection, but still maintaining ground feel and all those things like we talked about in the video. Other than that, look at the style. Cool California surf skate style that everybody loves, skater or not. And cool colors available. Good price, 78 bucks, but save 10% with my info down below. 68 bucks if you go in the low top, save another whatever, you're all down to like, I don't know, 60 bucks, 62 bucks or something if you do the low tops. Use my info. That's it. I mean, cool company, cool style, good price, functional for what it was designed for. Boom, across the board, I love Splay. All right. Lastly, before we go, do me a favor, the usual YouTube stuff, hit like, hit subscribe, hit notify, like, subscribe, and notify, so that you catch my videos when they come out. You don't want to miss them. Sometimes there's sales or whatever else. You just don't want to miss it, all right? Beyond that, you're going to follow me on Instagram. Follow me on Instagram at Barefoot Shoe Josh. Barefoot Shoe Josh on Instagram, because I do more detailed reviews there. Score every shoe in 10 different categories for a total possible score of 100. You can see how they stack up against each other. Plus you get cool pics of barefoot shoes on your Instagram feed. All right, nothing wrong with that. All right, thanks for watching the video, guys. Appreciate it every time. See you on the next one.